Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Rick 9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about Batman, the 1960s television show, and a really interesting topic having to do with the Batmobiles and the first time that we see the dynamic duo use seatbelts. There's a very interesting reason for this. There's stories about it, there's myths, and we're going to try to tackle as much as we can. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the hype button if you haven't already done so that you can support the channel. These are all free ways of supporting the channel, and if you want to go one step ahead, hit the join button and become a channel member so that you can get perks and watch videos like this before everyone else. So let's get right to it. There are a lot of people that believe that the NSC forced the Batman TV show to add seatbelts to the Batmobile to promote safe driving, but that's actually not necessarily the entire truth. The real story has to do with the producer William Dozier. He reached out to the NSC on his own initiative to propose a promotional tie-in around seatbelt safety. According to the memo, Dozier suggested making a big deal about the Batmobile's seatbelts and even proposed presenting them as astronaut style, that is, something where you can visually see that they're strapped in kind of like a 4 or 5 point harness, because the Batmobile was nuclear powered, according to, of course, the story. And so it made it look more futuristic, more cool, more amazing, and not just like a seatbelt on the street. Dozier leaned into the idea that seatbelts were a safety message, but he also used it as a creative way to highlight how fast and how futuristic the Batmobile is. Adam West as Batman and Burt Ward as Robin even filmed a public service announcement about seatbelt safety in 1966, so this was all around the time that this was happening. Now, the episode where you first see this is Hot Off the Griddle, which aired September 14th, 1966, so you will understand that it was all during this time. Now, in this episode, Catwoman returns with a string of robberies, and Batman sets a trap by planting a news blurb on the location of a rare canary, but Catwoman is tipped off and arrives armed. The duo follow a lead to her lair, the pink sandbox, but of course, they find out that it is a trap. And this is a really interesting anecdote that I had to add, and that has to do with Adam West himself. Now, he reportedly acknowledged that they got, quote unquote, in trouble with the National Safety Group for not showing seatbelts originally when they would get into the Batmobile. After that, they even began to fake motion of them buckling into the Batmobile when the real seatbelts weren't really used at all. So next time that you watch this Batman episode or someone asks you about seatbelts in the show, you can tell them that it was put in there for two reasons. One, of course, to promote safety amongst the people and, of course, the national population, but also it was part of the story. They wanted to add a little bit more focus into how cool that Batmobile was, how powerful it was, that it was quote-unquote nuclear powered, and you had to wear these seatbelts to keep you safe because it went super, super fast. And so it all added to the illusion of the show, and I think it was totally cool and extremely interesting. Let me know your thoughts down below. Have you ever heard of this story? Did you know that this was why they essentially had to add seatbelts to the Batmobile and why it was a big thing after this? Let me know your thoughts down below. Have you seen this episode? And what are your thoughts on, of course, wearing the seatbelts at this time? Did they make the right call? Or should they have just kept miming the seatbelts like Adam West said they were doing beforehand? I'd love to know your thoughts. Don't forget to always stay positive and, most importantly, be hopeful. Thank you so much to all my patron supporters, especially my Diamond tier patrons: Joanna R, Citizen Kane 359, Sally N, Daniel B, Jerry D, and Vito L. If you want to be on this list, make sure to check the link in the description, and thanks to all who support.